This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so today is the introduction. Okay, so I need to explain about what is Salesforce and so once we learn this course, so what are the Java opportunities and what exactly we are going to do. So when we join the job, okay, those things we need to understand. So before we understand about that Salesforce, we should aware of cloud computing. So one of the concept. So how Salesforce is related to cloud computing. So that we need to understand. Okay. So cloud computing is a concept. So everything we do in internet, such kind of process we call as cloud computing. So everything in the sense, cloud is nothing but internet. Okay, the pictorial representation of the internet is cloud. Okay, so when we say cloud computing, so that means with internet. Okay, so irrespective of the personal laptop or the hardware, so wherever we can access internet, through internet we can access application. Also we can do the development and also we can distribute the hardware. So that we call as cloud computing. Okay, so it is a concept. Cloud computing is a concept. So everything we do in internet, such kind of process, so we call as cloud computing. So we cannot say I'm working for cloud computing because it's like a generic terminology. So for example, programming. So when you say I'm working for programming, so the next question, which programming? Java or Python or which programming people ask. In the same way, cloud computing is a concept. The process of accessing the application or developing the application or distributing the hardware through internet is called as cloud computing. Based on the cloud computing concepts, there are some companies providing the some of the services.
Marathi Harika.
I think someone is not in mute. So if you don't have any questions, please stay on mute. Okay. So the thing is, if you take programming, we say Java, we say .NET, right? Who is providing .NET? Microsoft company. That company, they are offering the .NET programming language. In the same way, Java is managed by Oracle company, right? In the same way, cloud computing is a concept. Using this concept, there are many companies in the market providing some of the services. If you see, mainly you see three types of services as part of the cloud computing. SaaS means software as a service. PaaS means platform as a service, and the infrastructure as a service. So what are those companies and which company offering which kind of service? We are going to understand. So before we understand that, so first of all, what is that software as a service and the platform as a service? All those things we need to understand. Okay. For that, okay, so if you take any web application on day-to-day, whatever we use, okay, so Facebook, maybe Twitter, or whatever the web-based applications we use, all those are examples of the software as a service. Okay, so Facebook company, they are providing Facebook application, right? So Twitter company, they are providing Twitter application. If you like, you can register and use that application for free of cost. Okay, so let's say Facebook, I want to develop my own functionality once I log into Facebook. That is not possible. Okay, so Facebook company, they are only providing the software as a service. They are not providing any platform where we do the development and enhance or develop the new features in the Facebook, right? So some companies, so almost all web-based applications, we can say software as a service. Okay. The next one is platform as a service. Okay. Platform as a service means, in general, if you want to develop something, okay, for example, with Java or .NET, if you want to develop something, First, we need to install that Java software or the .NET software in our laptop or in our system. Then we can do the programming and we can develop, right? So platform as a service means without installing anything, directly how you log into Facebook, how you log into Twitter, in the same way, we go to one of the website and log in, and directly we do the development within the online application. Okay, so such kind of service we call as platform as a service. No need to install anything. Directly go to one of the website and log in and do the development. So such kind of services we call as platform as a service. Okay. The next one, infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure means hardware. Okay, so the memory, the RAM, processor, or whatever the hardware related to computer we call as hardware. Okay. So let's say, for example, all of us, I think we are using Gmail, right? So we have Google Drive. If you see, if you have a huge file, the file will be stored into the Google Drive. Okay. So by default, Google company, they provide 20 GB Google Drive space. Okay. So let's say I have a requirement for 100 GB. That also they provide if you pay. Okay. Monthly we need to pay, so that Google company, they allocate the 100 GB. So where is that 100 GB hardware? So we are getting 100 GB to store our files. Somewhere the hardware should be there, right? To store our information. So what will happen? Google company, if you see this image, they maintain a server. Okay, server is like a huge setup where the hundreds of terabytes of memory and a lot of hardware will be maintained through internet. So this server, Google company, they connect to internet, and through internet, they are distributing that 100 GB whatever we are paid and getting from Google, right? So same server, they also give license for many other users. Let's say some other user need 1 terabyte space. Okay, they charge for that, and they also offer 1 terabyte space through internet. So how you can access that space? We should have internet. Wherever you go, irrespective of your system, if you have internet, you can log into internet and access that information, right? So such kind of services we call as infrastructure as a service. Okay. Distributing the hardware through internet, such kind of process we call as infrastructure as a service. Okay. Now we know that using cloud computing, right? Cloud computing is nothing but internet computing, and there are 3 services: software as a service, like Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, all those are the software as a service. Platform as a service, in one of the website we log in and do the development, such kind of process. Infrastructure as a service means distributing the hardware through internet. So what are the different companies offering these kind of services? Okay, so those also we should have some understanding. So for that, so the thing is, we can consider all web applications as software as a service. Okay, so mainly who is providing this software as a service and the platform as a service together? That's the main thing we want. And also who is providing the infrastructure as a service? Okay, there are some companies providing these services based on the cloud computing, right? So all these services are based on the cloud computing. Okay, so here software as a service and platform as a service. So there is a company called Salesforce, right? So Salesforce company, they are providing software as a service and the platform as a service by using the concept of cloud computing. Okay, cloud computing is a concept. So what are the other companies? Okay, so the nearest competitor is Microsoft Dynamics. Okay, Microsoft company, they are also offering the software as a service and also the platform as a service. Okay, so there are many other companies. Okay, so these are some of the companies providing. So there are many more companies are there. Okay, but Salesforce is the number one platform providing the software as a service and the platform as a service. Okay, so our course is Salesforce. Okay, we are going to deal with the Salesforce, whatever the Salesforce company offering software as a service and platform as a service. Those things we are going to discuss as part of this course. Infrastructure as a service is not offered by Salesforce. Okay, so there are some famous companies in the market who provide this infrastructure as a service. So one of the company, Amazon. Okay, so Amazon, you might hear about AWS. Okay, so Salesforce is completely different, and Amazon AWS is completely different. Amazon Web Services. Okay, so this company is the topmost company who is offering the infrastructure as a service. Okay, so there are some other companies, Microsoft Azure. Okay, so Google Cloud. Okay, Google Cloud Platform. Okay, that is also providing the infrastructure as a service. Okay, so for us, this is out of scope. Okay, so for us, Salesforce, we are dealing with the Salesforce and the Salesforce company. They are offering software as a service and the platform as a service. That means, so once one of the client is having access to Salesforce, they can see some standard applications and they can also see the platform where they can log into website and do the development. Okay, so this we have to understand. And also before we proceed further, okay, so any one of you are from non-technical background or from civil or mechanical, people are struggling to understand what is server and some of the basics. Okay, so anyone is from completely non-technical background? So just based on that, I'm going to explain some basics. Okay, so let's have some maybe the just some basics. So what is server, right? So when I say server and when I say a few things, people are not understanding. Okay, so for that, I'm just trying to show you few things before we proceed further. Okay. So this is for someone who is completely new to IT and struggle to understand. Okay, so now if you see here, so when we say internet, so internet, so internet will be connected to different servers and let's say I have a laptop. Okay, so if you see this is my laptop. Through my laptop, I have connected to internet, right? So through internet, let's say I have opened the Gmail, right? How Gmail is opening? Google company, they will be having a server. Server meaning is they will be having a huge hardware, a big room where they have huge hardware, and it will never shut down. Always they keep it open, and whenever you try to access something, right? So maybe you can also, maybe I'm using my laptop to connect it to Gmail. You are using your laptop to connect it to Gmail, right? So what will happen? So when we try to access Gmail, it will connect to internet, and through internet it will reach the Google server and bring the information whatever we want. So that's what will happen. Okay, so we can connect from mobile, we can connect from computer, right? So this is the setup. Okay, so how exactly the server looks like this? Okay, server is like a huge set of hardware. So it will never shut down unless there is a maintenance. Okay, so almost 24/7 the server will be running. Sometimes if they shut down the server, we cannot access those services. So that will happen. Okay, so just to understand, so now any website, if you try to access, let's say if you are accessing Facebook, right? So different people in the different countries, they will be. So if you see these boxes, whatever you are seeing, all those are the servers. So let's say one is for Facebook server. Okay, so Facebook company, all their information they keep in that server and ready to respond to the information whoever try to access the Facebook. In the same way, Google company, they'll be maintaining a server, right? So each website, most of the websites, whatever we are visiting, they will be having a server, and from the server, all that information will be reaching to us through internet. Okay, so internet is nothing but um, the connections across the different systems and servers in the world. Okay, so how exactly it will happen if you want to know? So let's say I have my router, I have internet connection from ACT. Okay, so ACT company is the internet service provider. So I have my modem in my home. So through Wi-Fi, I am accessing internet, right? So the Wi-Fi will be connected to the ACT company, the network. Okay. So what will happen? So ACT company, they will be connecting the. So this will be connected physically. Maybe my Wi-Fi is so wireless, right? So through signals, I can access internet. But ultimately, the Wi-Fi will be connected to a wire from the ACT company, and the ACT company will be connecting to one of this wire. So through oceans, right inside the ocean, all the cables are there. Through the cables, it will be connected to wherever you want. So, for example, one of the server is in the US. Okay, so let's say a server is here. Okay, so what will happen? Let's say we are in India. So when we make a request, so ACT company ultimately they will be connecting to one of this port. Through wire, it will be traveling and it will be reaching to one of the US server, and from there it will bring the information through wires and reach ultimately through our Wi-Fi signals. We receive that. So that's what will happen. Internet is nothing but connecting different devices across the different countries. Okay, so we should aware of what is when we say what is client and server. Client is nothing but our laptop, the laptop what we are using, or the mobile whatever we are using, that is client. Server means the website, the Facebook and Gmail and all those things whatever we are accessing through internet, it will reach to that company server and it retrieve the information and display. Okay, so that's the process. So when we say the services offered by internet, offered through internet, right, cloud computing. So I am saying Salesforce company, they are providing software as a service and platform as a service. They will be having a server, right? Salesforce company, they will be having many servers like this because they have many customers. Maybe they might be having hundreds of servers like this. All those servers, they will be connected to internet, and so as a customers, they will access that information through internet. So that's the concept. So these basics we should know. Some of you, if you don't know what is client, what is server, what is internet, this will be useful. Okay, so the next thing what I want to show you, so what is the advantage with the cloud computing? So why not the regular process? So what is the benefit you get if you get the service through internet? Okay. So one of the benefit is, so let's say, even though I don't have my personal laptop or system, wherever I go, as soon as internet is there from any device, I can access my information. That is one of the advantages. So nowadays, I don't know. So what will happen to my hardware, right? Maybe there might be a hard disk failure, right? Someone steal my laptop or something might happen. So if that will happen, we lose everything, whatever we have in the laptop, right? So, but if you connect, if you store your information in the cloud, right, in the internet, through internet, so irrespective of anything happens, you can, from any device, you can log in and access your information. So that's the major advantage. And also, so the architecture of the cloud computing is multi-tenant architecture. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? So on day to day, if you want to understand, so let's say, so we have a plan to buy one house. Okay, so we have different options. So one of the option is buying the individual house. That is one option, and buying the apartment flat. That is one more option. So which is costly? Buying the individual house is costly. Okay, so it is expensive, and we need to spend a lot of money to buy the individual house. Okay, so when compared to individual house, the apartment flat is cheaper, right? For less price only, we can get the apartment flat. So, so what is the difference, right? Let's say, who is selling the individual house or the maybe apartment flat? Let's say there is a company called Brigade. Okay, so the Brigade company, so they are selling the properties. They are also selling the individual houses and also selling the apartment flats. Okay, so as a customer, what is the benefit we get? So as a customer, I cannot spend 5 crores or 6 crores, something like that. I can only spend 50 lakhs or 60 lakhs, and I want house. So for us, the option is buying the apartment house. So because which is cheaper. And also for the builder, the Brigade company, how they get the benefit. So for them, if they sell the individual house, right, whatever the profit they get is less when compared to apartment flat, because in the same place they construct 20 floors, right, 20 floors of houses, and whatever the land they have and whatever they are constructing, so as a whole, after selling all the flats, whatever the benefit the Brigade company they get is more when compared to selling the individual house. In the same way, as a customer, we are getting the apartment flat for cheaper price. So buying the individual house is like a huge money we need to invest. So both customers are able to buy the house because the price is cheaper, and also the company, whoever is selling the property, they are also getting more profit, right? So both, whoever is providing the service and whoever the customer, both are getting the benefit. Okay, so here in the same way, the cloud computing also. So what we say, it is multi-tenant architecture. Multi-tenant means, tenant means who stay for rent, right? So multi means multiple people. So for example, if you take this apartment, right, in that building, how many families will be there? Hundreds of families, right? Hundreds of people will be there. It's not belongs to one particular person or family, right? So that means multiple people stay in the apartment. So when multiple people stays, so there are few disadvantages. Okay, maybe disadvantages are few things we need to share in common. Okay, for example, the power supply, to the apartment. Okay, so if there is a power problem, the entire apartment they will suffer. If there is a water problem, entire apartment they will suffer, right? And also there are some common charges, the maintenance charges we need to pay to the security and all those things. There are some common areas like function hall, playing area, and all those things. And there is a dedicated space. Okay, each family is having a private, dedicated apartment flat. There are some common things we need to share. Okay, these are the few factors we need to consider. Okay, so same thing for the applications also. Whatever the applications offered through internet, for that also same process. Okay, let's say the example whatever we discussed, Google company, right? So I'm saying that Google company, so they are offering Google Drive, right? Google Drive. So they have a server, right? Server means it looks like this. Okay, they have a server. This server, I want 100 GB space, right? So this entire server they are not going to allocate to me because I want 100 GB. From this server, they distribute 100 GB to me through internet. If some other user asks for 1 terabyte, same server, from this server 1 terabyte space will be allocated to the other user. Hundreds of users information ultimately will be storing in the same server, right? So hundreds of thousands of users, whoever is using Google Drive, all their information is in same place. So my data and your data and everything will be in the same place. Okay. If something happens to this server, everyone will suffer who is having data in that server. Okay. So like that. So instead of, so they can also give this server as a service for one company. So this entire server, if they give to some company as a rent, right, to use that. So whatever they get, and if the company use this server to provide access to hundreds of thousands of users, as a whole, at the end of the day, whatever the revenue they get is there is a difference. They get huge revenue if they distribute this to the different users in the market. Okay, that's the model. So that's why, right? So the companies is showing interest to provide the services through internet, and also the customers, it's cheaper, right? As a customer, taking this entire server as a rent, it costs thousands of dollars. Okay, so I want to pay only few dollars, let's say $10, $20, and I want the service. It's possible if this is distributed through internet, right? So that's why, so companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Salesforce, they are showing interest to provide the services using the cloud computing. And also the customers means who use that service. They are also showing interest because they pay less and they get whatever they want. So that's the reason. So this cloud computing is there, and this architecture, so we call as multi-tenant architecture. Okay, because we are sharing the information, we are sharing the resources with the other users in the market. Okay, so now, so what is Salesforce? This we need to understand. Okay, so Salesforce is a software company. Okay, so Salesforce is a software company. So the company is providing some of the services using the cloud computing, right? Using internet, they are providing some of the services. So it is there in the San Francisco. They started in year 1999. So you can say officially from 2000. And they started this company with no software, meaning no need to install anything in the local system. As soon as people is having internet, they can log into internet and access the information. So with that, the company is started, and by following this cloud computing concept, okay, they are offering two types of services: software as a service and a platform as a service. So as a software as a service, they are providing CRM applications. So they are providing CRM applications as a service. So what is CRM? So yeah, so we have to understand that. If you say Facebook company, what they are providing? Social networking platform where anyone can register and connect with their friends. In the same way, so what is this CRM? That we need to understand. That I'll explain in the next slide. And also along with these applications, Salesforce company, they are providing platform as a service, right? So that platform, technically they are calling as force.com platform, right? So for example, if you want to write the Java code, we need to install Java software, right? You might be hearing about JDK, JVM. In the same way, so here, whatever the platform as a service Salesforce company they are offering, they named that platform as force.com platform. Okay, so using that platform, we can develop the new applications. We can also enhance the existing applications. Do we need to install any software? No. So directly go to one of the website and log in and access to develop. Okay, so I'll show you in next slides. So the concept is Salesforce CRM applications plus the platform to enhance those applications or develop new applications. So makes customer happy. So that's the concept of the Salesforce. Okay. So just understand now our main question here is what is that CRM? Okay. So that we have to understand. So CRM means customer relationship management. So that is CRM. Okay. So what is this customer relationship management and who use this customer relationship management? So we have to understand. Okay, almost if you see any company, including small company to big companies, if you think about any business, business needs a CRM, right? CRM means customer relationship management, meaning each interaction with the customer. So what they are doing will be captured in the application. That kind of process we call as CRM. So maybe to understand that, so let's take one example, which is very easy for us to understand. Okay. So for example, so we are talking about this internet, right? So which company? Maybe Airtel or Act or whatever the company, right? Let's say Airtel is one of the company. They are providing internet services and mobile services, all those services. So why this company needs CRM? Okay. So this Airtel company, they have many employees, right? They have hundreds of thousands of employees, right? So let's say this Airtel company is having 1,000 employees, right? So all these employees, so what they do? So what is the purpose of Airtel? They provide internet and they also provide the mobile services. So these employees, some of these employees, so they need to do the campaign, right? They need to so meet the customers, meet the companies, and explain about the services they offer, give the advertisement, all those things, so that the companies in the market, the normal users in the market, so they know what is Airtel and what is the internet services packages they are offering, right? So they have 1,000 employees and they will be interacting with thousands of other users, thousands of companies, thousands of individuals. How they remember? So who they called yesterday, to whom they are going to call tomorrow, and all those things. To maintain all the customer interactions information, they need one software. So that is nothing but CRM, customer relationship management. So let's say this Airtel company, they are launching high-speed internet. Okay, nowadays I think they are giving a campaign called so Airtel Black. Okay, so through internet, so maybe it's like a dish, maybe the TV. So we can access TV through this one plus internet at a time. Okay, so this is one of the new product they are launching in the market. Okay, So how I know? How I know that they launched this one? They are giving advertisements. By seeing that, I know that they are providing this kind of offer, right? So any business you take, right? So first they need to start with the advertisement campaigning. Okay. So now let's say this campaigning, whatever they are doing, this is for the marketing purpose, right? So for marketing purpose, so to know about the product in the market, so they are giving advertisement. Technically, we call advertisement as campaigns, right? So campaigns are nothing but advertisements. Okay. So there can be different types of advertisement, maybe TV advertisements, paper advertisements, internet advertisements, distributing flyers, pamphlets, all those things, keeping hoardings. So different ways they follow. Okay. So this is the first phase in the CRM. Okay, maybe to understand that. So if you see here, whenever any company, if they launch a product or service, they give different advertisements, maybe TV advertisement, internet advertisement, paper advertisement, sponsoring for one of the event. In different ways, they do the advertisements. So what is the advantage if they give these advertisements? So what is the advantage? So let's say I'm one individual and so I like this getting maybe the TV and also the internet services at a time. So I can call to Airtel company customer care or so Airtel company marketing team and understand what is that package and what they are offering, right? So they get the leads due to the campaign. They get the lead. Lead means there is a chance, right? There is a chance that that person might take this product or service. So that person we call as a lead. Let's say if I call to or if I inquire about this product to Airtel company, they capture my information. They ask, so what is your name? What is your email address? What is your mobile number? And they capture my information into the lead. So let's say there is a software company. There is one of the companies starting a new software company. So they have a setup of 100 users. For 100 employees, they need internet. Okay, so they inquire and they see who is in market providing the internet services. They might reach Airtel because Airtel is one of the famous internet service provider. They might reach Airtel and try to ask for internet for 100 employees, right? So when some response comes due to the advertisements, the response is it might be from an individual person or it might be from a company. So let's assume that for now the responses are coming from a company. Okay, so one of the company, so maybe um, let's say in ABC Limited is one of the company. Okay, so this company, so they have 100 employees. Okay, so they need internet for 100 employees, right? So one of the employee of this ABC Limited company, that person will respond to this campaign, right? So in this lead, so that company name plus one of the employee of that company information will be captured. Okay, that is lead. Okay, so lead is nothing but they have some information. There is a chance that that company or that person can take this internet connection. Okay, so that is a lead. So once leads are generated, the employees of the Airtel company, they call to each and every lead, right? They call to the person belongs to ABC Limited and check. So what type of internet you want and so what speed you want and we have these packages and all those things they'll try to explain, right? So if they are showing interest, sometimes they respond and later they say already we got connection and we don't want. There is a chance like that. Okay, lead might be converted or might not be converted, right? So once this Airtel company employees, if they call to lead and if they show some further interest, let's say they are showing interest, they want to know. So since they have 100 employees and what are the offers they are providing, all those things they ask. So if they are showing further interest, the lead can be converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, so what is this account? What is that contact? I'll show you. I'll explain. Okay, it will be converted into account, contact, and opportunity. So here account means the company, right? So ABC Limited company and one of the person, let's say, so in this company, the person who is dealing is like, let's take some name. Let's say Harika is one of the person dealing with this Airtel company to get the internet connection for this ABC Limited company. Okay, so now in this account, whatever the company information is there, when the lead is converted, whatever the company information is there, that company information will be captured into account. And whoever is working in that company, so that person who is responsible, so that person is captured as a contact. Okay, so account is the company, right? Maybe for us to know, account is nothing but the company, right? So contact, the employee, right? The employee who is working in that company, right? The person, you can say person. And opportunity is nothing but deal. So what they want, what the ABC Limited company need, they need internet for 100 employees, right? That's the deal, right? Internet for 100 employees. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, this, so mainly dealing with sales, we call as, so until here generating will be taken care by marketing team. Once opportunity is generated, opportunity is nothing but deal, right? Internet for 100 employees. Now the sales representative of this Airtel company, they need to call to the this customer and convince about the offer, whatever this guy is providing, and all those things, and somehow close the deal successfully. And again, if this is created, it's not that they are going to buy. They ask quotation, they ask discount. If everything is fine, then only they take. So again, opportunity might be succeeded or might be failed. Okay, if they don't like the offer or whatever the quotation, they don't take. If they like, they take. Okay, so once, let's say, assume that they like whatever the quotation this Airtel company employee provided, and let's say this company took internet from Airtel. Okay, so what is the next phase? Support. Let's say there is a problem with internet, it's not working, right? Otherwise the internet is slow. So that time the employees of this ABC Limited company, they call to Airtel customer care, and the customer care, they will provide the service, right? So the employees of the Airtel company, some of the service support employees of the Airtel company, whenever there is a problem, they create a case, right? On day to day also we do, right? If there is a internet problem, we call to customer care, they say they are creating a case, right? So it might be they have to provide the resolution within 24 hours or within 2 days or based on the policy. Okay, so case is nothing but a support activity, right? So it is nothing but a support activity. So it's not that every time it is like a problem with the product or service. Let's say I need last 1 year internet bills, right? I'll request customer care and they'll provide, right? So any kind of service, whatever you want. So for the support related thing, they create as a case and they'll close it as soon as possible after providing the solution. Okay, so again, so if there is a problem, how they resolve the problem? So sometimes they capture the information in one of the table called solution, right? Or nowadays in the knowledge articles. Okay, sometimes let's say if there is internet problem, some people don't like to call to customer care. We search in Google and you will see some articles. So you see maybe that is published by Airtel company itself. Okay. So by reading that, maybe restarting modem or a few things if you do, again we get internet, right? So they keep such kind of things as the articles. So all these things will be maintained, okay, as part of the CRM application. So this is at high level, just to understand, okay. So this is the minimum need for any company who is running the business, okay. So maybe this company is it selling any product? It's a service based company, right? So this company, Airtel company, so we are getting the service internet every month, we are paying for that, right? So let's say there might be a product based company. In product based company also same process, okay. For example, I have a plan to buy the laptop, right? So what we do, so what are the good laptops in market? Let's say Dell company, maybe Apple laptop, and the different laptops, right? So based on our budget, we go with one of the laptop. Let's say I want Apple laptop, okay. So this Apple company, so are they providing any service? No, they are selling products. They are selling Apple iPhone, Apple laptop, and there are many other things, Apple watch and many things, right? So this Apple company is product based, right? So this company also needs the CRM, right? It is a product based company, but how I know about the Apple laptop? So one of the latest model, they give advertisement, they give paper advertisement, they give TV advertisements. Here also same thing, right? Same thing. So first, again, Apple company will be having some employees. So assume that they have these 1,000 employees, and so those employees they give the advertisements, and let's say one of the company, right, same company, they are setting up this company newly. They want Apple laptops for all 100 employees. Okay, they want 100 Apple laptops for all these 100 employees. And again, this person is responsible. Okay, so they'll try to reach this Apple company sales team, right? So they'll capture this company as a lead, and if they are showing further interest, again they'll be converting into account contact. And also, what is the deal here? Apple laptops, right? Apple laptops for 100 employees. That is the deal. Okay, so let's say they bought all these 100 Apple laptops. So the next phase support. So one of the employees facing problem. The laptop, let's say webcam is not working, right? So those kind of things will be submitted as a case, and the Apple company they are providing the solution. Okay, so if you think about any business, there is a CRM. That's why starting with small company to big company, so they are having the CRM, and they need CRM software. Okay, so let's say here I'm giving training, right? So maybe I give training and I'm running multiple batches and there are many students. I also deal with this CRM. I also do some campaigning in the social media. Due to that, I get some leads who might be taking this course. So, so for me also, right? Let's say this software training, whatever I'm doing. So I also give the advertisement, right? Same process for me also. So here only I am the one employee. So I'm giving advertisement, and I also get offers from a corporate training. Okay, let's say this company, out of these 100 employees, they want to train 10 employees for Salesforce. Okay, so 10 employees of this company need Salesforce training. Okay, so due to my referrals or due to something, the employee of this company can call to me, right? So I'm also using Salesforce, right? I am also registered with Salesforce, and I have one user, and I'm using Salesforce here. So whenever this company and this person calls, I'll be storing their information in my lead, one of the table. Okay. So, and I'll maybe after talking, so I say I'll give demo, and if you like, can continue. Right? If they are showing interest to attend demo, then I can convert them into account and contact. Right? The person who contacted as a the person as a contact, and the company I'll capture. Okay. Now the next thing here, training for 10 employees. That's the deal, right? So I give demo. Let's say if they like, then they'll pay, and they'll take training. For me, money will be generated. So if they don't like, they don't continue, and it will stop there. I lose the opportunity, right? So like that. So maybe after giving the training, so maybe they're asking to conduct some mock interviews, and providing some help after training also. So that time I'll be maintaining that information here. So starting with very, very small company to big company, any company, they need CRM. So that's why Salesforce, so they are offering the CRM. Okay. So just understand about this. So I believe now you understood. So what is CRM? Okay. So further to this in the slides, same thing, whatever I have explained, you'll see a few things. So lead, right? Lead can be how lead will be generated. Maybe I have a website. So when someone open website, I'll through live chat, I can capture their information. Or in my website, I'm maybe providing a form so that people can fill, so that their information will be captured in my Salesforce CRM. Or I have my WhatsApp number and email addresses. If someone mail to that, so that time I'll capture their information in different ways, right? And account is a company. Okay, so the company who needs, right? So service. Okay, contact is the person, the employees who is working in that company. Okay, and the next thing is the deal, right? Deal means opportunity means deal. Okay, so it might be closed successfully or might be failed. Okay, so they ask for quotation for sure. If they like, or if they quote more, and if they don't like, they don't take, right? So let's say if they quote for best price, they'll be happy and they buy. So once any company buy the product or service, the next phase, support, right? Let's say there is some problem or some support activity, that will be captured into the case, right? So the next thing, solution. Okay, so some knowledge articles and all those things will be published, and by seeing that, we can understand. Okay, so that's about that. Okay, CRM. So any questions on CRM, understanding CRM? Because that's the main thing, right? So that's the main software Salesforce is offering. So this process, whatever we discussed, not only for Salesforce, any other CRM also same process. Okay, so I believe you understand. So the next thing about the platform as a service, right? So what is this platform as a service? We need to understand. So I'm saying that, so basically Salesforce company, they divided this CRM application into three categories. So when we say CRM apps, you see marketing, sales, and service. So as part of the Salesforce CRM, they divided right into three categories. So one is marketing. The marketing representatives of the company, they use this application. And the sales representatives, they use this application. And service, the support representatives, they use this application. Okay, if you see here, marketing means these things. Sales mainly they deal with opportunity. Support they deal with this case, right? So these are the built-in applications. Okay, so once one of the company they register. So let's say let's deal with this Apple company. Apple company, they want to use this CRM to maintain their day-to-day interactions with the customer. So once the Apple company, if they register with this Salesforce, they get these three applications by default. Okay, so now maybe understand in this way. Okay, Apple company, we are going to work for Apple company. Apple company, they want CRM and they choose a Salesforce platform. And let's see how the project starts. Once the project starts, so where we work, okay, all those things. So this Apple company for the CRM, so they are using, let's say, Salesforce. So once they sign up, right? Once they register, so whatever they get, these are the applications. So how to register, how to get the account? I'll just show you. So for that, I want to show you this slide. So why Apple company, they are going with Salesforce? Why not Java and the .NET? Okay, those things also we should know. So one of the reason, let's assume that they have options for Salesforce CRM, and they also maybe discussed it internally to have the CRM with the Java something. Okay, so let's say if they go with the Java, okay, so what exactly they want to do? They need different teams, because when you say one of the application which we can access through the internet, right? So let's say how I am using this application. There should be some web page where I can click, right? Where I can click and I can see all those things, right? So we should have the interface UI. UI means the web page, what we see, right? When you open a website, what we see, everything we call as user interface. Internally, so when I click on this one, what is happening? When I click on this, something is loading, and here I am seeing. When I click on this, internally some business logic will be executed. Some logic, some code will be executed. Okay, so and after executing the code, what that code will do, right? Whenever I click on this one, it is only showing this file, right? From where I am getting, from the database. Sorry, so I'm getting that information from the database, right? So database. So database is like a the structure where our data store in a meaningful way. So that one we call as database. Okay. So to store all this data, whatever we have, so what we need hardware, right? So when I say I want to save some video file, without RAM, without memory, I cannot store, right? So when we say we are having all this information can store in some hardware. Here the hardware is a server, right? They need a server where they keep this information, right? So all these things are needed. So now this Apple company, they need to buy all these things. Okay. So the investment is huge to buy all these things. And also, let's say Java team, right? Java resource. Java team, they can only work with the business logic. only this layer. Who write the Java database commands? They need a separate team for a database. Who develop the UI? They need separate UI team, right? So they need employees for UI development. They need employees for Java development. They need employees for database development. They need employees to manage this information in the server. Huge team is needed. So that too, at least as a minimum, 6 months to have basic application. They need 6 months to have the basic CRM application, right? So instead of going with Java, if they go with Salesforce, what is the benefit? In 1 minute, they will be having this everything. In 1 minute, they will be having the UI, they will be having the inbuilt business logic, they will be having the database, they will be having the server space. Within 1 month, the application will be available. And also, no need to have any separate team for UI, separate team for business logic, separate team for database, and also the software licenses. Those are not needed, only one license, the Salesforce license. Everything will be available in few minutes. Okay, how? Okay, so go to Salesforce editions. Okay, so this Apple company. So let's say Ashok is one of the person is responsible to get the application for Apple, right? Ashok plus 5 team members. Okay, so they inquired, and now, so Ashok is responsible, and Ashok and his team. So maybe they explore and understand. So let's say this is one of the website where they can see. So what are the types of editions? Okay, so they can, if needed, they can talk to the sales team and understand for their business. So which one is suitable? Okay, so if you see within few seconds, someone will chat. Okay, they'll call and they discuss. So let's say they want this one without paying anything until 1 month. They can use all these services for free. So let's say they want to go with unlimited edition, try for free. It take only 1 minute to fill and log in. Okay, so how we do that? Since we don't have time, tomorrow I'll show you, right, how we register and how we log in, and once we log in, how we see the CRM applications, and where is that platform, and what we do. All those things tomorrow we'll see. Okay, so before ending today, any questions, anyone?
Hi, this is Manjula. I have a quick question, couple of questions.
Yeah,
So my first question is like, so you have mentioned force.com. So where we can develop application. So is this specifically for Salesforce IDE to develop CRM applications like Visual Studio?
yeah, see, Visual Studio is a tool from Microsoft. Visual
Yeah.
Studio Code is a tool from Microsoft. This we connected to Salesforce if you want to do the development, right? Which is optional, right? Salesforce is cloud based. Even without this tool, also you can log into Salesforce and do directly in the Salesforce browser only. Okay. So these things little later I'll show you. Okay. So how we connect some tools to Salesforce and work. Okay. But VS Code is from Microsoft. Okay, Visual Studio Code. And here, if you want to do development, we install some extension to support Salesforce and work. Okay, that is little later. I'll show you. Okay,
Okay. So, okay, my another question is like, what is the duration of this course only, especially for admin?
1 month.
1 month or 2 weeks?
1 month is the duration.
Sure. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so I'll,
yeah,
yeah,
1 month in the sense like Monday to Saturday or including Sundays, like a whole
so
week,
Monday to Friday, Monday
Monday
to
to
Friday.
Friday. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
So yeah, these kind of personal things, maybe you can ping me or call me. Again, I'll explain to you. Okay. So here, technical questions, if you have anything, I think that will be useful for others also. Okay. So any technical questions? Okay. So I'll be sharing this recording and the notes and everything through email. Check your email and somehow if you are not seeing in your email, check also your spam folder. Okay.
Hello, sir. This is Preeti.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. This is Preeti, sir. Sir, you told me right. Salesforce CRM plus storing the data equal to the happy customer. Means sorry, providing the data is equal to the happy customer. Hello.
Sorry. Yeah. So providing the
No,
uh,
sir. CRM plus providing the information to the
not
is equal
information.
to. Okay. What is
Yeah.
that,
So
sir? I'm getting the point.
okay. So providing the CRM application by default,
Salesforce
and also
CRM.
yeah, Salesforce CRM applications by default, and
Mm,
also they are providing platform to modify those applications or develop the new applications using the platform. Right.
what
So
is
we have two capabilities. So we are getting some applications as a service, and also they are allowing to modify those applications to satisfy the client requirements. Okay, that's the
okay,
thing.
to satisfy the client requirements. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So anyway, I think if you have any further questions, we'll discuss tomorrow and continue. Okay. I have some
Okay.
other. I'll be sharing all this recording and notes and everything to email. Okay. Thank you.